Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for December 10th, 2014. I think today I'll do an indicator card and maybe a relationship spread, which does not have to be the person we're looking at to another individual. It could be just outside influences. So I'll do an indicator card, mental, physical, and inside, outside, and then a signifying card, or a overall message card, I guess. Sorry, the signifying card is the first one to kind of ground the reading, and then the overall message will be from the chickens. And the website is back up and working, I believe. So, I don't know, there's some confusion with that. My server's not the greatest. So. Okay, so we have good news. The larch tree, 25, and it says, success arrives with perseverance. No mountain is too high for you to climb. And then we have all these pine cones and the deer, which is really kind of a gentle, giving one. That's what the deer is. Deer is very gentle and generous and provides for others. And then the pine cone represents enlightenment. It represents the pituitary. So news can be very enlightening. So sometimes you find something out and everything changes. Wow, look at all the kings. King, 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 king. Okay. Wow. This is good news. Very good news. This is one of the most powerful cards. This is Kali. This is the overall message card, and really this is the universal solvent to all problems on planet Earth. This ushers in the new age. This is the new world. This is heaven on earth. This is getting rid of all evil, all negativity, all pain and suffering. This is the correction to all problems. This is Kali. Kali ends all of the problems on planet Earth. She ushers in the new age of perfection. So, that's always a wonderful overall card. It means very strong redirection, strong correction. This is the justice card, divine justice, divine order, really putting things right, putting a stop to problems, putting a stop to illusion, and really knowing how to put truth in action and living right for all people, and doing what's right. She's the ultimate mother. She's the benevolent mother, but she doesn't take crap. A benevolent mother, a mother who really cares, doesn't let people wrong other people. They say, no, don't do that. That's not okay. So Kali is saying, no, don't do this anymore. This is not okay, and we're doing this right, and you need to be good. You need to be nice. Just really putting the foot down, standing the ground, and then also putting truth in action. So I don't know why. I just really wanted to start out with this because I think it is the point about the good news. The overall message card is saying good news. We have correction. We have true justice coming in here. And with all these kings, of course, the king really is a solid parent figure that provides. And it's interesting because I talk about how we really need the mother, the queen mother, that the mother within women to be honored, the mother that is benevolent, like the mother who is the combination of Kali and the Amachi, the all providing, all caring mother, the Magdalena, the one that is really caring for everybody in society and has her love, but then she gets denied. And the thing is that there's a weakness in men right now, and that's where it's coming. There's a problem with a lot of the women, and then a lot of the women are really good women, and the good women are not getting recognized because the problem in men is that they're not strong enough to say no and to say, back off to the bad women. And there's a lot of bad women out there who don't care about anyone but themselves, and they're using all people in their lives for their own benefit. And even if it appears as if they're doing something kind or have a good side to them, usually they're doing something good to make themselves look good. And and then there's people who really are partially good and they're kind of confused and they've kind of turned away. But I'm talking about the biggest problem right now is really, really bad women are completely getting their way, and they've gotten so much power that that really they own the men, they own the children, they own the world, they own the businesses, they own the money, they own everything, and it's socially acceptable that these women take over these men, and they're not kind, they're not nice to these men, they're abusing the men, they're abusing the children, they're abusing everybody, but the really good women in the world are getting bashed, and they're getting their life taken away from them, and they're getting sacrificed left and right, and the really good women in this world really are having a hard time getting somewhere in society. They're getting cut by somebody everywhere because there's so many of these other women that really use the men, and that's how they get the powers. They use the men. But we have men coming in here. This is the male, and I talk about men are of the phallus. They're of relationship. They're actually the ones that in the highest form in their nature, they are the goddess. In a female's highest nature, we are the god. The God head, the mind of God is within women, and the mind of the goddess is within men. We're wired this way. The men relate. They are the phallus. They connect one-on-one. They have relationship. They have the phallus. It's the line of connection. Women are the womb. We are a circle. We have a mind that is constantly interacting with everybody else, but we have this center point, this mind, where we create our world based on this mind here. So we have these improvements in the relations here, and in these dynamic relationships. There's triangles all over the world now that are not good triangles. So these are like a correction in these triangles, and we have like kind of a triangle here too of these kings. So okay, so this is the individual that we're looking at, and then this is the outside influences, and this is the psychological, and this is the physical. And so the person we're looking at mentally is very, very sensitive, very, very beautiful, and just high intelligence, an intelligence that people don't feel comfortable with because they don't understand it, and it's so beyond them that it intimidates them, and it reflects on them. So, and it also reflects on their belief system. So people have a hard time because accepting this person forces them to change their mind, their behavior, their life, everything. When you meet a person like Sasquatch is the Yeti, the Bigfoot, and they're supposed to be taking care of the world, and they're very benevolent beings that hide away from humanity, and they're very intelligent. They're supposed to be similar to people, but people don't even though there's ridiculous amounts of evidence for them, it's just easy for people to say, oh, no, they don't exist, and even me, you ask me, I don't know, but you ask me 5 times, I'll say, yeah, you know what, I think they do. The evidence points towards it, but, just make conversation easy, I don't know. But really, with all the evidence, yeah, I do think that they exist. I think it would be stupid to say no, because of the amount of sightings and evidence and scientists that have put things together and really supported the concept of the Bigfoot. So, but this has to do with this really amazing intelligence that people want to squash. They want to overthrow it. They don't want, they don't, it reflects on them, and it has a very powerful position in society, and people also want that power. They don't like, something taking the power. I think of Tesla. Tesla was the number one inventor in the history of humanity, and all of his inventions went to the credit of other people. All these people like Thomas Edison took his stuff. He was the CEO. But it was all Tesla's stuff, and Tesla really didn't get acknowledged until this day and age. And Tesla was the genius, and really was squashed and marginalized and never really acknowledged until years after his death. So anyway, it's about this person being recognized in their intelligence, this intelligent being that is being honored and recognized for their intelligence, and people being humble and respecting this intelligence. And so this is the mental position where this person has this intelligence being acknowledged and recognized, and it's coming out. It's like, the brilliance is coming out of the closet. People cannot deny it. It's like when you do see a Bigfoot, what do? Except accept the fact that you're looking at a Bigfoot, right? So, all right, I'm going to keep moving this camera. Let's see. Okay. And it looks like it's getting foggy. Now, in the physical position, we have a relationship that lasts forever. Really powerful commitment and faithfulness and partnership. This is somebody, no matter what, you can rely on them. They will never betray you. They will never turn against you. They will never let somebody treat you, bad. They are there for you always. This is like the ultimate love, where somebody, is there for you no matter what. You're number one, by your side, being there for you. And this is in the physical position. So, this is where even if you don't have this physically in your life, it's almost like you're readying for it, and it's in your energy field physically. It's like physically you're starting to appear this way, you're starting to have that strength. You're starting to have that energy about you, that you're solid. Because you know what, an individual, a single person is very, very vulnerable in this world, especially a single person who is like a Sasquatch. This person is pulverized. That's like a Tesla. Tesla cannot exist. But if Tesla had a strong woman, a strong love in his life that was there for him, supporting him, she wouldn't have let that stuff happen, and everything would have been different for Tesla if he had a woman that was there for him through everything and supported him and, was 100% committed and loyal to him in their work and service and life in partnership, And that's the sad thing, that the most amazing people don't get to have love. Even our spiritual leaders, sometimes they do. I mean, Muhammad did, so that was cool. But it was interesting. She was 10 years older than him, or maybe even more. But but that worked. It's almost like But Mary Magdalene, Jesus, they just got squashed. The Buddha had to kind of go off on his own. It's just to have people in partnership changes everything. Joan of Arc had a husband. Maybe we would have had a different world right then. But anyway, okay. So we have this stability, and of this mind. We have this brilliant mind that is being supported and honored, and there's commitment and loyalty here in the physical world for this to be expressed mentally. And then now the information or the mental influence coming in here is Bina, and Bina is teaching and understanding. Sorry about this lighting, but anyway, so teaching and understanding coming in, transmission of knowledge. So it's almost like there is ways that the Sasquatch needs the transmission of knowledge. They need to, these people need to know. I mean, the Teslas out there, the very, very intelligent beings that have been standing alone for a very long time. They need to have that transmission of knowledge of, not that they don't know what the dynamics are or why things are going on, but they need to know that other people know that. And then with that transmission of knowledge, there's a transmutation. There's like a breath of fresh air. There's, an exchange, a confirmation, and actual reality presenting itself in the external world. So it's no longer just an energetic knowingness. It's actual physical, exchange. And even though this is in the mental position, this is, there's a way that mental is physical too. When you speak it, when you know it, when you transmit it, this is like, really being able to psychologically, psychically be there for one another, and know that there is a person in your world that is there for you psychically and psychologically. There's somebody there, a mind to meet you, a mind to greet you, a mind to bond with you and be there for you, and to really see things clearly with you, and support truth. And again, of course, with teaching and learning, and Bina is understanding and transmitting this understanding to others. So this is like Kali. This is more just kind of on the talking realm, but Kali is actually physically doing this. This is action. This is more talking and being there with emotion and mind. So we have this mind and emotion really coming and greeting there. And then on the physical level, we have a leader. So Mundi did everything right. He is action. This is fire. So he is a card of action here. And Mundi coming in to this kind of solid relationship, this feeling of commitment, to have a solid leader like this is really phenomenal for the sense of everything going right. To have someone there. Mundi never attacked. He's not over aggressive. He was never under aggressive. He would protect. He would put his life on the line all the time to protect his chickens. He was always running out there and standing his ground, and he'd jog in place and wait to see what was happening, and if he had to, he'd go after somebody, but he never initiated a fight, but he always stood his ground. And he was so sweet to the chickens. He was always feeding people and feeding chickens. And I would just feed Mundi, and Mundi would feed everyone. It was kind of our system, because Mundi loved to go around and give everybody food. And so he was just like exemplary chicken. He was the best rooster I've ever experienced in terms of his caring for others and his right action. So anyway, we have this like perfect action coming in. So if there's this kind of feeling or sensation or experience of commitment for this individual, this feeling of loyalty, of of someone by your side, and then the energy coming in is like this ultimate leader who can really play the forces of negativity, of the fighting, of the anything that needs to be dealt with gets dealt with in the highest possible way. Axis Mundi has to do with that pole on which the earth turns. This person, when a person is so amazing in their energy and perfect in their relations, they can go to the upper worlds and meet and greet them there, and then come back to center. They can go to the underworlds and meet and greet them there, and then come back to center. They're able to almost like metamorphize, if that's a word, adapt to every person and every circumstance, and be able to work with that perfectly, and then come back to center. And it's also there's another way. It's not just a pole, but it could also be seen as a point, and that everything revolves around. And when you have a great leader, the world revolves around that great leader. Everybody looks to that leader for guidance in their steps, and for exemplary behavior to model. And people really utilize that source of perfection incarnated in a human being, to help them with their life and to guide them and to lead them. So everything begins to revolve around this type of leader. So anyway, this is coming in the physical world. So these are very, very strong, extremely strong cards of partnership and bond between individual and others, where things that never normally get manifest are now being able to manifest. We have this intelligence manifest. We have this understanding from the outside world. We have this deep commitment and loyalty and leadership that supports that, and really cements it or confirms it, and makes it not just an amazing bond, but an amazing bond between people of the highest sense. And then we have this truth in action and justice, which of course is going to happen when we have these kings coming in like this. And this is the correction of the energy we need. We need the men to really stand up and stand for the good women, and stop letting the women who are out there raping people and hurting people and not caring about anyone. We need to stop putting those women up on the pedestal and allowing them to get their way so that they'll be quiet, and then instead saying, no, you can't do this. You can't do this to people. This is not right, and so tell them they need to go and work on themselves and think about other people for the first time in their life. And then we need to put the right people, the right women who are really there as leaders, who are here silently as leaders, and really put them into the forefront and let them take care of society. Let them, have this bond of relationship and commitment, and let them have a chance to live. Let the good women live, and tell the cranky, bitchy ones to go think about what they're doing and go sit in the corner and, stop raping children, because that's what they do. So anyway, I do hope this is the triangle that's destroying the world, that is out of balance, that is now coming back into balance here. We need men. We need men to wake up. We need men to support good women, and stop giving the power to rule the world to the wrong women. Start honoring and supporting and promoting the women who actually have the ability to be there for others in community and society and the earth in all its ways of necessity for growth and expansion and healing. Allow the women who can do that, allow them to have their power, allow them to have their existence, allow them to exist in the physical world with other human beings. So, and they do have that Sasquatch energy. They can relate to people in that very high intelligence. So, anyway, we have the good news. The larch tree 25, breaking in patterns in the physical world, relating to one another. This gentle kindness, giving oneself in all the ways possible, which, good women do, and they do that for everybody. And it's unfortunate because in the past the men do it for the bad women, whereas the men should do it for everybody too, and then they have the same values as the good women. If we can get these men, the kings here, to really, provide for all people and not be weak to the screaming, bitchy one, So success arrives with perseverance, and I know so many women are persevering through hard times, and men too, but men just need to step away from the bad apples and, know who offers the waters of divine life and who offers the emotions and the love and the mind for the perfect, heaven on earth life. And no mountain is too high for you to climb. So we have this success here coming in with an achievement, and after a long period of perseverance. So we have the larch tree and the pine cone for the enlightenment here. So, and there's lots of pine cones here. So not just one pine cone, many pine cones. So many people being enlightened by this relationship and the outpouring that can come from a relationship like this. And the overall, this Kali is justice for all people. This is not, this is all people. The holographic nature of the universe is affected and influenced by really positive correction of relationships and positive correction of power dynamics, where in the I Ching they talk about the inferior person. When they're on top, the whole world goes into chaos and crisis. And when you put the superior person, the one with the greatest heart and the greatest mind, and they get to be on top, and then the inferior person has to go below them, then all is right with the world. And, then the inferior person actually isn't even a problem, because they have their placement, their rightful placement in their development and their learning and their process of becoming. If they don't have power over if you don't put the demons in power over the gods and goddesses, to put it like that, then everything, if the demons have power over the gods and goddesses, we're screwed. If the gods and goddesses have power over the demons, those demons are going to be okay, and everything in the world gets set right. So a simple change that we can do in the world, and big shift and change that would happen for everybody. So anyway, in this cloudy reading, we have this big change coming in, where we get the support from the man. Good women are supported by men. We have the justice and we have the good news for the world. So anyway, I hope everyone what they needed out of this today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Sorry again for the fog. So take care. Thanks a lot for watching.